We are Two Guys Playing Zelda, and you can follow us on Twitter at Two Guys Play Zelda or email us at twoguysPlayingZelda@gmail.com.
Welcome to part 3 of our video walkthrough for the original Legend of Zelda. We just defeated the first dungeon, and we're about to make our way towards the second dungeon. And in that first dungeon, I gotta say, we loaded up on some good ranged weapons. As you see on our screen here, we got the bow, and we also got the first boomerang.
And the second dungeon will actually begin a better boomerang called the blue boomerang, which goes a little bit farther. So
much better.
In the meantime, I think we're going to get a couple items here.
We have to get the arrow for the bow.
I can't remember if we get in this part or not.
I think we did,
I think we might. I'm not sure.
When you had your item screen pulled up, I believe you didn't have the arrow.
Okay.
So you also
no, we don't have the arrows yet. We could go buy the arrows. I think here.
Yep. You also saw we're probably gonna hit a couple of rupee.
Yes, rupee place. Actually, I think that's all we do. I think we go get some rupees. I think we get the bow, the arrows, and then maybe. I think it's going to the third dungeon. I don't think.
Or second dungeon. I'm sorry. Second dungeon.
We're gonna figure this out together.
It's an adventure. This has been a few days ago since we played this.
And I guess would this be the desert for this game? I guess
the whole thing looks like a desert sometimes. When you look at the overmap.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
But there's not a lot of wooded areas. A little bit of swamps and lakes, but not a lot. But yeah, we'll eventually here get to the second dungeon and take you through there.
Then we're gonna bomb this this wall hole. We're gonna make a hole.
We're gonna make a hole.
We're gonna bomb this, and I believe it's only 30 rupees in this one.
Hey, what's better than none, though?
Ooh, man, I'm getting beat up right here. Jeez.
I mean, thank goodness you have that white tunic, though, or the blue ring, whatever you want to call it.
Yep, 30.
I will say, though, we'll take every rupee we can get. If you watched one of our earlier walkthroughs, we got all the way down to 1 rupee after we bought something. I think it was when we bought the blue ring, actually.
Yeah, the blue ring. Yeah, we were pretty low at the blue ring.
Yeah, and as you'll see a little later on in one of our walkthroughs.
And I think most of these are just 30 rupee places. Yep, there's another 30.
Yeah, I feel like we hit most of the 100 ones earlier.
Yeah, there's a couple more, I think, but not too many.
Yeah. All I know is thank goodness you have that blue ring, because you're getting hit pretty solid.
Yeah. And it helps out your defense so much.
Yep, it takes 2 hits from a lot of things to even put a dent in your heart.
There we go. About to go get something else right here. More rupees?
More rupees, yeah.
Maybe 10. Maybe a 10 or 30.
It is.
Ooh, a 10. Yeah, I thought there was a lower one right there.
It's very convenient to hit those statues and then let them move and don't even try to fight them.
Get out of the way,
There's no need to fight them.
Oh, they're going to beat you if you try to fight them.
Yes, they will. They take a lot of hits. That guy just came out of nowhere on you.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
You know what I missed from later Zelda games? The spin attack. Oh.
Yes.
That would be so handy in this game.
Yes. Oh. No, just not even spin attack. Just be able to swing your sword in like a semicircular motion.
That's what S's you just dropped on us. Swing your sword semicircular.
That's how I roll, baby. That's how I roll. But no, like it's a semicircle.
Yeah.
And
you hit
links
to
the past. Yeah, you have more coverage. It'd been awesome in this one.
But now we finally get the arrows, so we can actually use our bow. And as it took myself a little while to figure out, it uses rupees every time you shoot your arrow.
They're not unlimited. They're unlimited, but they're not unlimited.
Yeah, you don't have like a quiver of arrows. You just however many rupees you have. That's how many arrows you have. It took me a little while of randomly firing arrows at every enemy I saw before I learned that lesson.
Well, using the 5th dungeon, I know there's an enemy you can kill in the 5th dungeon with the arrows, but other than that, we're only at the 5th. We just beat the 5th dungeon now as we're progressing along the game. We haven't really used the arrows that much so far.
And I know you have to use them in the final fight eventually, because you'll like later Zelda games, you'll get upgraded arrows.
Yeah, no way that thing is that fast. You see how fast he went those steps right there?
He got you.
And we're in the 2nd dungeon right here called the Moon.
Yep, and as the name implies, in every dungeon in this game, it is shaped like a moon. And I was actually reading that there's a lot of walls you can bomb in this one to create shortcuts, but we're going to try to give you the full view of the dungeon, because we like to show you everything there is to see.
I don't know about that. I might bomb some walls in this one.
I'm
not really sure, to be honest.
I may have spoke too soon.
I do try to go in almost every room that's important, at least. So.
Yep. And similar to the first dungeon, most of the enemies in this dungeon are one-hit kills.
Yes.
Fairly easy. They may move quickly, but compared to later enemies, this should be cakewalk, even for beginning players like we were at this point. Not beginning to Zelda, but beginning to this particular game.
The point of a walkthrough is to get you from A to B, and we're going to get them there, alright?
You might lose a few hearts along the way, but we'll get you there. Yeah, those guys move quick once they actually look at you and start coming at you. Before then, they move fairly slow.
Can you get the boomerang with those and stun them?
I'm honestly not sure.
I don't know either. Might be good something to try right there, because I'm really not sure either.
I normally just swing like a madman until they die.
And throughout the game, collect as many rupees as you can, because like I said, like you're going to need them for arrows, so also to buy stuff.
Yeah, and we mentioned that earlier. It's easy to get low when you start buying some of the high value items later on. And you saw how much the arrows, and even earlier the blue ring white tunic was 250.
Yes,
I think.
yes, it was expensive.
So. But as we make our way through here, once you get the map, you'll kind of get a much better idea for.
Well, in most of these, you get the compass before you even get the map.
I noticed
There's
that.
compass right here. Yeah, in most dungeons, you get the compass for the map. We're gonna get the compass right here.
Yep, and I feel like the compass isn't that useful. It shows you where the boss is, but nothing else.
It actually shows you the red dot is actually where the Triforce piece is.
Yeah, yeah. And
but then the boss is always right before that.
Yeah, but I feel like without the map, it's not the most useful thing in the world.
No. Oh, I thought it was our first Dark Nuts, but it's not.
Oh, poor Rico here is having nightmare flashbacks here to his battles with Dark Nuts.
Just wait till the 5th dungeon.
Yeah, you'll see the.
And there is one in this room. Like if you hit one of them, like I think it'll kill like the rest of them or something like that.
I'd read that.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you which one.
I didn't pull it off, but I did hear something that you could do that right there.
And now we have the dungeon map as well. And as you can see in the top left corner there, it is shaped like a moon, just like all the dungeons are shaped like whatever they're named after.
Yeah, and pretty much be going up 2 rooms the whole way too.
Yep. And as I mentioned earlier, I'm pretty sure you can bomb your way almost all the way up the entire right hand wall, the entire right hand of the pair of rooms, all the way up. But I'm not sure what all you would miss out on if you did that. But yeah, because in this one you definitely want to get the boomerang.
I think you're wrong. I think these are all doors that go into each other.
I
don't know. I'm pretty sure.
I'm thinking in every room I read, there's a shortcut to the north.
Maybe you can. Maybe you can. I didn't use it. I can tell you that.
I didn't either.
You might be able to. I don't know. I didn't look into it. And here's where we get the blue boomerang right here, which is
so much
farther.
better.
Yes.
It goes further. I think it goes quicker. Honestly, I could be wrong on that, but it has much better range than the first boomerang did.
Right here we're going to face, I forgot his name. But pretty easy, like, first really mini boss that we face in the game.
Yeah, and it takes 4 swings to kill each one because you have to heat each segment of their body, kill each segment of their body.
Kind of reminds me of the boss in Link to the Past Desert Palace right there.
Yes, very much so. Very much so. I'm guessing that the boss was probably inspired by that.
And I'm not sure if you get a key here or not.
Because you're trying to kill those bats, that's for sure. Gotta watch out for those moving spikes, though. They are a nuisance.
Well, you gotta kill, like, unless you know there's a key or not a key in that room.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta kill every enemy.
Just to make sure.
And sometimes I remember, like, certain rooms where there is a key, but other times I'm like, oh, I don't remember. I'll just kill all of them.
Oh, the boomerangs do work on those guys.
Yes, they do.
Or at least for a few seconds.
Didn't really stun them that much, though.
No, it was only for a second or two.
But if it takes a shot, it looked like it took a shot out of them, though, maybe.
But yeah, I mean, they only take 1 sword swing anyway.
Yeah, so they're not that hard. Oh, now I get the clock that stops them. Of course.
Of course.
You always get at the very end.
Finding those little stopwatch clock things, though, is so clutch, though, because it freezes every enemy in place and just makes them so easy to kill. But as Hick mentioned, sometimes it's the last one you kill that gives you that.
Yes.
And that's just frustrating.
It usually seems like it's the same one, though, so if you can kind of pinpoint that one in the room, like that probably started. It seems like the clock always starts out on the farthest side.
Yep.
So maybe always go kill those enemies first. I don't know.
And you'll see I'm pretty sure every dungeon in the game there, you'll run into the old man, and he'll give you a hint or at some points an upgrade, but at least a hint about
How to kill the last boss.
or how to kill. Yeah. Usually, if you kind of know what you're doing, it's kind of useless, but it's good at the time.
And this one was the Dongo Hates Smoke, which you actually see the Dongo again in Ocarina of Time.
Yep. Yes, we do. We see King Dodongo.
A little bit bigger than this one.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
And here we...
This is honestly a really short dungeon, though. I mean,
it
as you see,
is very short.
We've worked our way all the way through.
And I was telling Red earlier, I think it's easiest if you can get him against the wall, like right here, like one. Nah, I miss obviously, but if you can get him against the wall, I think it's a little bit easier. And it'll take 2 shots, 2 bombs, and it'll kill.
Yep. Definitely don't want to run out of bombs.
No, you don't. No, if you run out of bombs, you have to come back out of the dungeon, or you got to find bombs somewhere and use them. And actually, when you blow them up, if you throw one like after he blows up big, if you throw one again right away, you can get them right away. So you can pretty much hit them back to back.
Yep. And now that we've killed Dodongo, we're going to get the second piece of the Triforce. We need 8 overall to beat it. And this completes the third part of our video walkthrough for the original Legend of Zelda.